Good morning and happy Sunday mornings with Mel. It is good to have you with me this morning. I am usually always on family owned property, and well, I guess technically I am. We're at my nephew's cabin on Charles Mill Lake. My nephew Christopher and his wife Tricia let us be here as a family this week. So it's the 7 kids, mom and dad, 2 brother-in-laws, and 1 sister-in-law. So we were 10 plus 2. We're a little over the quota of what you should have. The singing this morning is going to be on a separate video. We tried to do it as socially distanced as possible on a hill with the wind uphill. And so the sound might not be the greatest, but you get the drift. We are singing Great is Thy Faithfulness and Blessed be the tie that binds. And I forget the third song. I guess it's all bound up in my hand. The second song we sang today was When Upon Life's Billows. And the reason I picked that song, the greatest thy faithfulness, is as I look at our family, as we sat here around a big fire pit, and some of us were sitting at a picnic table talking about our childhood memories. And my sister Sarah had all kinds of questions of like, what's the sweetest thing mom did for you? And on and on and on. We had to list what our strongest memory was of each of our siblings. And my oldest brother was sharing before I got here stories of me being the hanger thrower. So if I was being attacked by a brother or a sister, that especially must have been him, his memory is that I threw hangers to repel them. And I think my hanger throwing days ended in the 70s when I think the movie Mommy Dearest came out. No more wire hangers! But just talking about all of those kinds of memories. But we talked about how on Sunday mornings, Dad would go milk the cows. He would come back. We might not have even gone with him, and he could be dressed in a suit and in the car, and he would be backing out and beeping the horn, and we would come running out of the house. Today, kids would say, "Leave me." Back then, leaving us wasn't an option, and we knew that he wasn't going to leave with us, but we would start crying because we didn't want to be left alone. We wanted to go to church. What a thought. When I did the first take, my sister Mary came down to check out what I was doing. We had just finished singing, and she started throwing rocks. And without a doubt, I knew it was her. Mary doesn't live in a glass house, so she can throw rocks at me because it doesn't hurt. Great is thy faithfulness. God has been very good and faithful to us as a family. My one sister asked me what I cherished most about our family, and I said, I don't know how 2 people could have 7 kids, and although we do have our differences, we are very much the same person. And I think that just speaks to the consistency of the household we lived in. Mom never said, wait till your father gets home. It was dealt with now. And I think we feared and loved our mother. When my sister asked me what's the sweetest thing mom ever did for me, I said she let me pick the color of my room, my light fixture, and then that first Christmas she bought me 2 cardboard boxes. This is way before totes. For me to put my collections, I collected everything: stamps, coins, postcards, rocks, seashells, you name it, I collected it. And I could organize them all underneath my bed. So I was excited about getting 2 cardboard boxes. Deuteronomy, it says, be strong and of good courage. Don't be afraid or fear, for the Lord thy God is with thee. These are sort of troubling times still. It's no better. The masks have increased or been mandated. If you go out in public, I made it to Walmart for the first time this week since March, and I was sort of petrified when I left. But God says, don't be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you. And also, big blessing today. My friend who, at the very beginning that I said, was in the hospital in ICU, that they didn't anticipate by the 10th day that she was in there that she was going to recover. She came to my house to bring me a gift. And she had painted me a saw blade with a bucket with 2 eggs. And I mean, there's just so much symbolism there. Um, just new life. And I was so touched that she brought that to me today. So be strong and courageous, for you're not alone, for God goes with you. I'll see you next week. Next week, I will be speaking at St. John's in South Amherst for my trial sermon. So keep that as a matter of prayer, and we'll let you know how it goes after next week. God bless you. Have a good week.